Okay, so you want to get into medical coding, but you're stuck scrolling through program after program, wondering which one is actually worth it. Or you're probably asking yourself, do I really need to spend thousands of dollars on something like this? Well, today we're going to talk all about it. By the end of this video, you will know if it's worth your coin or not. I got you. I'm going to break down the pros and cons of different medical coding programs. Plus, I'm going to give you real advice on how to choose the best program that fits you, your lifestyle, your budget, and your learning style. Because to be honest, this is not an easy breezy course where you just read a couple of chapters and you just magically retain all the information and become this superior medical coder. Nah, it takes time, it takes strategy, and it takes the right program to actually get certified and be able to perform this job well and to land the job. So we're going to get into it. Okay, so first, let me tell you real quick about my journey. I personally took the self-paced course through AAPC. And honestly, it was a solid course. I always recommend AAPC because for me, it just makes sense. They're the ones issuing you the certification anyway. So why not just get educated straight from the source? They're going to be the best ones to prepare you for their exams. But let me be honest, I struggled. Not having an instructor or a real person to talk to was a big struggle for me. I didn't have a real person to ask questions to when I got confused. If I could go back, I probably would still choose AAPC, of course, but I would go with maybe an instructor led mentor or get myself into some kind of group, study group, so that I can get some assistance when I got confused or when I had difficulty with a chapter. Because trust me, when you first start learning medical coding, it is really like a foreign language. You don't know what you don't know. And that all comes with time and you need support. So that's my biggest piece of advice. Get support. All right, now let's talk about the biggest mistakes I see people make when picking a medical coding program. And yes, I'm gonna call y'all out, but it's with love. So, mistake number one, I see some people thinking that a certificate equals a certification. Now, listen, let me be real with you. Because you got a certificate from some random school, and I'm not trying to belittle your school, that does not mean that you're certified. In order for you to be certified, you have to have the national exam under your belt. Employers are looking for a certification that has AAPC, look behind me, or AHEMA on their certification, period. If the program that you're looking into is not prepping you to pass one of those exams, it's not worth your time. Mistake number two, not considering your learning style. Now, ask yourself, are you someone that thrives off of structure and deadlines? Or do you prefer to take it at your own pace? Kind of like me. If you know you struggle with self motivation, then I would suggest not going the self paced route because you're just probably going to set yourself up for failure. And I know self paced could be a more cost effective way of learning, but you will ultimately waste your money if you need that structure, and self paced just allows you to procrastinate. You might need an instructor led course to help you stay on track, so consider that. But even with that said, mistake number three is ignoring your financial situation. So medical coding programs, no matter which route you go, is not cheap. It's definitely an investment in yourself. I'm not telling you to go broke trying to pay for a good program, but I also don't want you to go too cheap and end up with a program that don't actually prepare you for this exam. Because this exam is tough. Now, I'm just gonna let you know. Some options for programs do let you break down the cost of the program into monthly payments. Some programs you do have to pay upfront, and some programs do have financial assistance. So consider what works best for your finances to make that decision. So let's talk about one of the top questions I get, and that is, should I take an online course or an in-person course? And here's my opinion. That really depends on you. Most of the students that I know take online courses because it's just what is the standard in our industry. Most of y'all want to work from home anyway. So taking an online course is just a natural, transition into going from a student to an employee. But some people really benefit from in-person structure, especially if you struggle with self-discipline and motivation. So just keep that in mind when you're deciding on the type of course structure you want for your learning style. So if you ask me, I would say ask yourself, do you need structure or are you good at keeping yourself accountable? The answer to that question will tell you which program is best for you. Now, let me be clear. I'm not here to bash anyone's business, but there are some programs I would definitely not recommend. So let me give you some red flags to watch for when you're researching the programs that you feel like would best suit you. So watch out for programs that does not prepare you to sit for the national exam that is given through AAPC or HEMA, depending on the certification that you desire. I will watch for schools that only offer a certificate and not the actual CPC exam prep or CCS or COC or whatever credential you're going for. Also, watch for programs that charge ridiculous fees, but they don't actually teach you coding the way the AAPC test is going to structure it. If you're looking for a program and they can't guarantee you that what they are teaching mimics or mirrors what AAPC or HEMA's curriculum is going to be testing you on, then you probably want to skip that program. Don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your money on that course because it's going to be tough for you to pass the exam. And ultimately, you won't be certified if you don't pass the exam. Right. So you're probably asking then what should you be looking for in a good program? So here are some green flags to look for. If this program gives you access to an experienced medical coder or some kind of resource when you have questions, someone that can answer your questions or help you through that, that's a green flag. A program that has a strong study support group or support system, that's a green flag. Coding is hard. I'm telling you, don't try to do this by yourself. A program that offers you real world resources, a program that exposes you to actual coding tools, teaches you the guidelines, and gives you real world examples, not just textbook examples. So if you can find a program that can give you that information, that's a green flag. I think that's the reason why I like AAPC so much because when they submit cases to you to practice from, they attest that their cases that they are giving you are adapted from real world experiences. Okay, so at the end of the day, the best medical coding program is one that absolutely fits your lifestyle, your finances, and your learning style. Ask yourself these questions before you enroll. Number one, what is my budget? Can I afford to pay up front? Or do I need some sort of payment plan? And if I have to request an extension, can I afford that? Two, do I need an instructor or am I disciplined enough to take the self paced route? Or can I teach myself this? Because that's an option as well. Three, will this program actually prepare me for the certification that I desire, whether it's the CPC, CCS, CCA, or whatever? If you're stuck in between choosing multiple programs, choose the one that gives you the most support because ultimately that would be a game changer. Whether that's through an instructor, that's through a mentorship program, or it gives you a strong community, such as a study group. Medical coding is not simple, but picking the right program, I'm telling you, trust me, is going to make all the difference in how you perceive this. So, yeah, that was a lot of information, but I hope this was helpful for you in any way. If so, you know what to do. Drop a comment below. Let me know, are you still stuck between choosing a program? I'm happy to offer my assistance if I can, but if you're ready to start learning, check out my resources in the description. By the time this video airs, I probably have my CPC exam elimination strategy playbook link below. I probably have my getting started in medical coding resource book link below, and I probably have some other goodies link below. So check out the description. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and keep leveling up. Don't forget to share this with a medical coding buddy. I'll talk to you in the next one.